Hi everybody and welcome to Commander Critic. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from the content I've been putting out so far. I decided that I would pick up one of the Commander decks from Aetherdrift and just try it out right out the box and see how it worked and figure out which of the two commanders is better, more synergy for the deck. And also talk about some of the key cards that help make the deck go, and a couple of the cards I took out and a couple of the cards I put in. So if that's something that you're interested in, that type of content, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely make more videos like this. And again, if you do like the content, please subscribe. Okay, so the deck I chose was Eternal Might. So it's the zombie deck. And so I opened up the box, I sleeved it up, shuffled it up, and played without even looking at the cards or reading what they all do. I just wanted to see how the deck would run. And I started with Hashtodon. It's a cheaper commander to get out, although there is an ability that costs mana. And I wanted to see how the deck would run with that commander. And it did okay, but there was a lot of things you had to do to really get that ability to go. So after I tried that a few times, I decided to switch it up and run the face commander, Temet. And even though he's more expensive to get out, his abilities are triggered abilities. So by things you're just doing and the things that the deck wants you to do, the effects happen. So, when you draw a card, you give all your zombies +1/+1 to end a turn. And whenever you attack, even if you don't attack with Temet, you draw a card, then discard a card. So then you're triggering the +1/+1 ability. So if he's out at the beginning of your turn, you're going to get the +1/+1 for the draw, your initial draw. And then when you attack, you get another +1/+1 on all your zombies. And what's good is the deck comes with Masquerade Nexus, which makes all your creatures zombies, because there are some non-zombie creatures in there. So it helps to fix that so that you can give all your creatures that ability. So the other thing is it did come with a few key cards that help you with that synergy. There's the blue creature here that allows you to give all the creatures in your hands +1 blue and 1 mana, and gives them cycling. So you're discarding that card, then you're drawing a card, which triggers off the commander's ability, and then you can just keep doing that with the creatures for a blue and a 1. Another card that really synergizes with that is Pull from Tomorrow, where you get to draw a whole bunch of cards, and you get a whole bunch of buffs on all your creatures. So that card's really great. And there's a whole bunch of other things in there too, because they're just plain old cycle cards that work very well with this synergy. It also comes with a couple of lands that help with it. Unholy Grotto is one where you can put a zombie from your graveyard back on top of your library. So if you happen to cycle it, you can get it back and then draw it, and then you trigger the draw trigger and keep that going from there on. The other one is this land that lets you regenerate one of your zombie creatures. So that's also cool, because you can just, if it's targeted for removal or if there's a board wipe, you can keep your commander just different ways, but it lets you regenerate, which is great. So I think definitely Temet's the better commander for the deck. Now, Hashtodon's great addition to the deck, so it should be in the deck for support. I did take a couple cards out and replace them, and I'm going to continue to work with the deck and see what is best as I go. The more times I play it, the more things I'll think of to switch around. So I did take out the Evolving Wilds. The deck does come with both that and Terramorphic Expanse, and since they both do the same thing, I figured I would get rid of one of them, and I replaced it with Howling Mine, which is, I will tell you, my favorite card ever in the history of Magic. I just love this card, and it gives you a second draw on your draw step, which would trigger Temet's ability 2 times on your step, and definitely synergizes with what the deck wants to do. The other thing I did was I took out this sorcery spell to put in the Monument of Endurance, because that synergizes when you discard a card. So you cycle a creature from your hand, you discard a card, then with the Monument ability, you can choose the first one to draw a card, and then you draw a card from the cycle, so you're adding 2+1/+1 power toughness to all your zombie creatures. So it's pretty good. It can really buff up your team. And I thought that would be a better addition. You can also throw in Phyrexian Arena as well, which lets you draw a card and lose a life in your upkeep. That's a card I'm definitely considering putting in. I just got to decide what would be coming out for it. So I really think that those cards are going to make the deck work much better. I mean, there are other cards in there too that are great, but I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. And I don't know what kind of changes you've made. Let me know in the comments, though, if you bought the deck, which commander you run, and what you built around, and cards you took out and cards you put in. It'd be great to hear from you and get some advice from my viewers as well. As every deck, I feel, is a work in progress, because there's always going to be new cards that come out you switch around. So I don't think really any commander deck is really finished to its full potential. But anyways, this deck is a lot of fun out the box, and I really enjoy the zombie nature of it. And yeah, so I'm glad I bought it, and I'm going to have some more fun games with it. But let me know in the comments what you think, and any card you think I should put in or take out. But anyways, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day, and until next time.